Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. That's because I sculpted him earlier this week as a study, and in this video I'm going to show you how I did that in under 30 minutes of working time. I started off with a small ball of milliput pressed onto a sheet of plastic, as this makes it easy to pop off once it's cured. First, I gave the skull its rough shape with a flat tool. The back part of the skull is round, but it starts to flatten into a box shape as it's going to the front. At this stage I'm just focusing on the volumes and avoiding the temptation of starting the details. Now, when the shape was more or less there, I took a round pointy tool and pressed in the eye sockets, pressing the side of the tool into the front. Don't just poke two holes in with the point. And the reason we're doing the eyes first is that we can use them to reference the rest of the features. Switching back to the flat tool, I started to gently press in to form the ridges above the eyes and at the temples. To make the cheekbones, I used the tip of the tool to press in and up. I tried to do this evenly, as the skull would otherwise end up with a funny expression. To make the nose, I used a combination of the flat tool and the needle. Try to focus on making a small triangle shape, pressing up from below, as that will create the bridge of the nose. With the nose ready, the upper part of the skull was done, so I left it to cure before adding anything else. I just smoothed it a little and left it alone. Once I got back to it, I decided I didn't like where the lower jaw was going, so I sliced it off with a knife and started rebuilding it by taking two small rows of putty and attaching one to each side of the chin in an L shape going up the side of the jaw. This part of the sculpt was especially fiddly, but eventually they got there. To finish off, I added teeth. This was pretty straightforward, as I just poked the fresh putty with the tip of the knife to make divisions between the teeth and the upper and lower jaws. And that was it. To be honest, I did not like it very much at this stage, so I gave it a quick paint job to see what it would look like. I kind of don't hate it. Sure, there are a few mistakes, but this is a level I wouldn't mind using in a terrain piece. One thing I learned from painting this is, if you're planning to paint any lighting effects in the eyes, make the sockets shallower, or it will create shadows spoiling your effect. Other than that, I definitely need to improve my jaw game, and possibly leave some more space between the nose and teeth. I am not going to explain how I painted it because I'm still learning the technique, so instead I link you to Marco Frisoni's video so you can see what I was trying to do. And that's it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please do hit the like button. Take care, stay safe, and see you around.